Hello and welcome back to another Arkham Horror live stream. Today we're continuing on in the Forgotten Age, or I guess the Return to the Forgotten Age Arkham Horror campaign. We are on, well, actually, I don't even know what scenario number this is. I think 4? Yeah, 4, the Boundary Beyond. We do have to go through a resupply point, but we are here. It's been a little bit. I was out last week, and so I'm here remembering the rules with all of you. Hey, Jester Gito, how's it going? How's it going? So last session, we actually did fairly well. We came away with 7 experience and got a couple of different story assets, and I'm feeling pretty good from kind of that situation. So I want to talk about what we spent money on. I also did make a couple of modifications to Kamani's deck. I don't remember what those were. um, Mainly, I don't remember what the old deck looked like, but I do know what I spent experience on. I know I swapped out a couple of cards to add a little bit more damage in there because that is something that we were struggling with. But Kamani spent all 7 of their experience. We got a Switchblade, a little bit more of the damage potential. It's a fast level 2 card. You have +2 fight for the attack, and if you succeed by 2 or more, it deals +1 damage. Just a really cheap, easy way to get it in. We got Dirty Fighting. This is limit 1 per investigator. While attacking, parlaying, or attempting to evade an exhausted enemy, you get +2 skill value. Now, Kamani is all around evading exhausted enemies, and then you get to discard the non-elite enemy if you do that. And then this says, after an evade an enemy, exhaust Dirty Fighting, take a fight action against the enemy, ignore the aloof keyword for the attack. So there is a nice way to kind of sneak in there and get an additional action. And then finally, we did go with Streetwise. This is a permanent card, so it's going to start on the table for us. Spend 2 resources, you get +3 book, or spend 2 resources, you get +3 feet for the skill test. This is going to just help right there. I'm going to put that right there. Mainly, we were running into a lot of resource bloat with Kamani last time, and so I wanted to find a sink that I could put those resources into. That's Kamani. Daryl did not spend all of the experience. We're actually floating 1 resource for Daryl because I want a second copy of one of these cards that I didn't get. But we got 2 copies of newspaper. This is a really good card for Daryl. We get +2 book while investigating if you have no clues. Daryl is all about dropping clues on the location, so we can facilitate this. We can make sure that we don't have any clues, and then we get that +2 book. And then whenever you discover 1 or more clues at your location, if you have no clues, discover an additional clue. So it just really leans into the archetype. And then we got a press pass. The press pass here is after you spend 1 or more clues or place 1 or more clues in your location, exhaust press pass, you may take an additional action during this turn or your next turn. So a lot of things that just kind of help that engine go zoom. How was the trip? It was fantastic. I went to Peru. I did a little bit of stuff around Peru, but the main attraction there is we did the hike, not the full Incan Trail, but we did the last day and a half or so of the Incan Trail to Machu Picchu. And so we did that was tough. It was I don't know, about 7 to 8 miles, about 2,500 feet elevation climb. It was gorgeous. It was incredible. And I am still sore from it. We also got to go we visited Cusco, we visited Lima. We went around and just saw the Incan architectures and a lot of their old sites. It was a really fascinating trip. It was a really cool one. So thank you for asking. Yeah, but it was good. Alrighty, let's go through our resupply points here. Also, I have this. I put this here so we could look at it. We got Earthborn Rangers. We are unboxing this tomorrow. This is one of the newest LCGs. It was kickstarted. It was fulfilled. So it's an exploration game. We'll go into this a little bit more tomorrow. But it does feel to me, I've never played it. It does feel to me very, very similar to kind of an Arkham vibe. Not like in the theme or anything, but just kind of like the exploration kind of moving around. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, thanks, Jester. Okay, so we've got a resupply point. So before departing from Arkham, it may be a good idea to take a visit to St. Mary's Hospital. So each investigator who has a poisoned weakness in their deck may spend 3 experience points to remove that. We did not do that. Um, well, we don't have any poison. And then we could actually spend 5 XP to remove a single point of physical or mental trauma. We don't have any trauma on Kamani, but we do have 2 mental trauma and 1 physical trauma on Daryl. We're going to just let that ride. We'll see how it goes. Who knows? And then we have supply points to purchase the supplies. Listed of supply points, each investigator is based on the number of investigators in the campaign. I guess, like, I meant to look this up. Do we get to keep our old supply? Right, so like Daryl went on his old one. And we had supplies, from our first couple scenarios. They do look like different supplies. So we have 5 supplies each. We're each gonna take a provisions, medicine. The poison seemed bad, so I feel like that costs 2 supply points. We have gasoline, enough for a long journey by car, so 1 supply point each. Blanket for warmth at night. Canteen can be refilled at streams and rivers. Compass can guide you where you are hopelessly lost. Binoculars help see faraway places. Chalk for riding on rough stone surfaces. Pocket knife, too small to be used as a reliable weapon, but easily concealed. Pickaxe for breaking apart rocky surfaces. So we each have 5. I'm going to go provisions for both of us, dropping us down to 4. And I think we will go... Daryl's going to grab medicine. I think with Daryl being a little bit more banged up than Kamani joining us a little bit later into the campaign, Daryl has is a little bit slightly more fragile. And so Daryl's going to grab some medicine. And I think Daryl will also grab a blanket. I'm thinking that the blanket is probably going to help us from some physical trauma. Maybe if we're camping out at night, the blanket sounds like it's going to help us a little bit. And Daryl sitting here starting each scenario with 5. I'd rather protect that health a little bit. Kamani, on the other hand, I think we're going to go with a compass and a... Kind of sounds fun to bring a pickaxe, but I don't know if we need that. Let's go with canteen. So I'm going to write that down because I will forget. I need to get like a little something so I don't have to just message myself in Discord. So Daryl has provisions, medicine, and a blanket. Kamani has provisions. What did I say? Canteen and compass. Sweet. Excellent. Hey, you Rich had a couple of questions. First of all, I know you like to buy the same tokens, but I was curious if you had tried burger tokens. They're quite a bit cheaper, but I can also see them being significantly worse in feel. I have tried burger tokens at meetups. I think burger tokens are good. I like burger tokens. I don't think that they have a worse feel. They actually may have a slightly nicer feel from like these feel very much like burger tokens. The my ready exhaust tokens. Whereas like you put them on a penny. These are from Etsy. I don't remember where I got them. But I like them. What I like about Buy the Same Token is the ecosystem that Buy the Same Token can provide. So you have like the hero boards and like I right now I'm using the luxury playstyle tokens, which I should mention this is a they provided these to me to stream with. And so I'm doing this campaign with those, but what I do like about Buy the Same Token is like they have the boards, all the tokens fit, everything kind of works together. And so that's what I really like about Buy the Same Token, but I don't necessarily think that they feel better or worse than Burger. They're just different. And then question 2 is, what do you use for your dots for your cards? I just found, I usually have my thing right here. It's just I don't even remember. It's just I think I just searched like colored stickers on Amazon. I don't actually remember. Sorry. If you ping me on Discord or something, I'll send you whichever ones I actually used. Hey Beast Snow, what's up? Hump Day. Yes, 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 yes. Excellent. Alrighty, let's read scenario 4, the boundary beyond. Rays of hot yellow sunlight beat down on you from above as your car speeds down the dusty highway of southern Texas, just outside San Antonio. It has been several days since you hit the road from Arkham on your way to Mexico City, where you'll be able to get answers from some of Alejandro's associates, or even better, from his adversaries in academia. Your recent investigations in Arkham uncover much, but despite all knowledge you laid bare, the trail went cold soon after. The quote brotherhood that you exposed in Arkham has all but vanished from the city. Its numbers left behind little information as their next objective, other than the name, the Nexus of Nikai, a place of power that Ichitaka believes in the Brotherhood's ultimate destination. Enigmatic as ever, the Zitali warrior sits in the passage seat next to you. She's a teasing coiled like a spring, the Ford leather seat offering her little comfort. I've been waiting to get Arkham to the table for Spooky Month, but I have failed so far. Oh yeah, it is Spooky Month. Nice. Check the campaign log. If the investigators forged a bond with Ichitaka, which we did, the lead investigator reads Ichitaka's quest. If it touches in the dark. Okay. How close are we? Ichitaka asked for the 100th time since departing Arkham. We have to get to Anahawk as fast as we can. The longer we take, the more time the Brotherhood has to reach the Nexus. You realize the old Aztec name for the Valley of Mexico and inform Ichitaka that you will soon be crossing the border into Mexico within the hour. She crosses her arms and grits her teeth. You suffer no ill will or ill effects. So I'm starting, or we started Loki season 2, and we realized like we don't really remember, so we're rewatching season 1, and it's all about Nexus events, and that's where my mind went when I was reading that. But Loki's a good series. I wonder, has anyone seen season 2? Because season 1's fire. Check the campaign log. If the investigators found the missing relic, let's find. We did. The lead investigator leans arcane thrumming. Throughout the journey south, the device you recover from the clutches of the Brotherhood continues its endless humming. Wrapped in a thin bedsheet on the backseat of your car, your understanding of the relic's nature is deepening. The investigator with the Relic of Ages in their deck swaps it for the Relic of Ages, forestalling the future. Where did I put that? Got the Relic of Ages. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. With I put it in here. Haha, I did. Okay, so it went from doing nothing to costing 2. Exhaust Relic of Ages. Test Brain or Book 4. If you succeed, remove 1 Doom from the current agenda. If you fail, add 1 Doom to the Relic of Ages. Max 1 per game. Oh, that's fascinating. That's really interesting. That's cool. I have yet to watch season 2 of Loki, but I will watch it all at some point. Nice. Yeah. Look, I'll be getting Legendary Matrix today. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. Nice. That's so exciting. Check the campaign log. If the investigators rescued Alejandro, the lead investigator reads Alejandro's thoughts. We did not. If Alejandro is missing, somewhere just north of the border, you stop to rest for the night. Your eyes are drawn to the empty seat behind you, and you wonder where Alejandro is right now. You suffer no ill effects. Check your supplies. Anyone investigator may cross off gasoline. No gasoline was crossed off. We are out of gas. Fuel is a constant concern throughout your journey south. You are able to refuel several times along the way at the general and hardware stores, but eventually your car putters out along the side of the road just north of the southern border. You and Ichitaka are forced to walk several miles to the northeast town to refuel, setting you back several hours. When drawing your opening hands during the scenario, we cannot take a mola again. That's a little scary. Alrighty. After arriving in Mexico City, you are disheartened to find very little information regarding the Brotherhood or the Nexus. You pursued the archives of the city's libraries and universities, but come up empty-handed. You can't find any of Alejandro's former colleagues in the city, and even his enemies refuse to speak to you, save for one, a woman named Padma. Uh, this straight up looks like Padme Amidala. So we're gonna call her Amidala now. Who studied Alejandro's work before he came to Arkham. She agrees to meet you at a trendy lounge in southern part of the city. Late at night, Ishchaka remains a short distance away, observing your new informant silently. Amidala knows a lot about Alejandro's research and even claims to have heard of the Nexus of Nikai, though she refuses to tell you how to find it. It's a fool's errand, she tells you. There's nothing to find, just a myth. Trust me, many have searched for it, none have found it. You point out the Azitili people were not a myth, and she responds with a charming smile. Perhaps not. But all this about the Azitili being alive, undiscovered for centuries, she laughs heartily. Bourgeois, pure and simple. Come now, you don't expect real scholars to believe that, do you? Your eyes are drawn to Ichitaka, who is overhearing the conversation with crossed arms, her nails dug into her forearms. Padme's eyes wander over as well, the hint of a smirk on her lips. In any event, I apologize, but I don't have any information for you. Only a sap would continue this, quote, research any further. Good day. She leaves another alluring smile, a sweet scent trailing behind her as she departs. Once she is out of sight, Ichitaka sits down next to you and you discuss your next move. After a week of failure after failure, she has grown impatient. You offer a few more suggestions regarding whom you could speak to next, but her mind is elsewhere. When you return to her hotel, she immediately retreats to her room to make preparations for tomorrow. You decide to settle in for the night, and before long, your mind is meandering hazily into a dreamless slumber. The far recesses of your awareness. However, you can hear Chitaka reading a cryptic incantation. Jester Jito! Did you watch Marvel What If? I need to finish it. I watched probably like the first, I don't know, half of it. Marvel Legendary just came out with a What If expansion. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay. That's fun. Yeah. Huh. Is it zombies? I think that's the last one I watched was the zombies. So we got all of the stuff. We could put all the locations into play. We are playing Return to. And so when we did that, there was actually 2 copies of each of these locations, and we chose one of them randomly. We swapped out a couple of our mod sets. We set Act and Agenda 3 outside out of play. They're not a part of the agendas for now. Shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards. You are now ready to begin. So let's go ahead and shuffle this up. So we do get to choose if we want to start here or here. So I'm just going to choose. We're going to each start at a different one. I think that's going to give us the most amount of information. But let's go ahead and read our agenda. So this is a threshold of 8. The boundary broken. Ichitaka is already up and about when you awaken, donning her traditional armor, her bow on her back and a long blade at her side. Something is wrong, she said cryptically. I only meant to peer through the boundary. Oh. Her eyes are bloodshot, her face pale as a ghost, and you suspect she hasn't slept all night. It matters not. It is time you witness the fate that will befall humanity if we fail. That seems super important. Crossing the threshold, Act 1A. As you depart the hotel, you realize that the landscape of the city has been altered. Silver lightning crackles in the sky overhead, and the earth rumbles deep below your feet. Monstrous polypus entities float just beyond the clouds. What is going on? You yell to Ichitaka over the whistling wind. What is this place? One future, she replies enigmatically. Objective. After the first Tenochtitlan location enters play, by exploring successfully, advance. Okay, well, there we are. So Kamani is indebted, so he starts with 3 fewer resources, and we'll go ahead and shuffle up. Wait, 2 fewer resources with 3 resources. Kamani gets 5 cards, 2, 4, 5. Daryl is our lead investigator, just so we're aware. We got Trenchcoat, Unexpected Courage, Backstab, Emergency Cash, and Emergency Cash. At least we have Street Rise. We can't do a mulligan, so we're kind of stuck with that. Daryl, 2, 4, 5. We got Shed a Light, Pocket Multi-Tool, Research Notes, Shed a Light, and an Unexpected Courage. So it's nice to have research notes, but really I want more. Hey, good day, good day. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, we do start play with Daryl's Kodak. I always forget that. So Daryl's Kodak is in play. After an enemy or treachery enters play, exhaust Daryl's Kodak, place one resource on that enemy as evidence. I need little camera tokens. I want little camera tokens. I think that'd be fun. After you discover any number of clues, move that many evidence counters on that location to the Kodak. We're just gonna make sure that we have a good bit of real estate here. And then we can spend one evidence from an asset you control to reduce the difficulty of a test by 2. And yeah, excellent. Let's see where we're at. So Daryl is starting at Zocalo. So this comes in with 0 clues, shot of 3, discard cards from with a combined total cost of at least 5 from your hands to explore. Draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it's a location with a matching location, place it on the top of this location, taking its place. And we got Kamani with Koya Kan. 2 Shroud, take 1 damage or 1 horror, explore, draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it's a location with a matching location symbol in the upper left corner, place it on top of this location, taking its place. Alrighty. Doesn't give us a lot to go on. So, oh, I need my action trackers. Okay, so Kamani. As a fast action, we can engage an exhausted enemy, and whenever you attempt to evade an exhausted enemy, we can add our book into it. And if we succeed by at least X, discard the enemy. You seem to love LCGs. Have you looked at Earthborn Rangers at all? Oh my goodness. Yes. Just found out there's a second printing and more expansions coming. Yes. So Earthborn Rangers, it came on Monday. We're doing an unboxing stream tomorrow, and I'm hoping to get our first gameplay, first live gameplay, next week. But I am so very excited for this game. But yes, caught it. But yes, I have looked into it and very excited for it. Okay, so Kamani, let's just, you know what? We're just gonna play emergency cash, and a trench coat. So we're gonna net 3 resources. What's been your favorite investigator class and scenario so far? Ooh, are you scenario? Are you talking about specifically in the Forgotten Age or of all time? And my favorite investigator, I think so far, has probably been Jacqueline Fine, the mystic who's able to manipulate the chaos bag. I found a lot. I had a lot of fun with that. Oh wait, no. I really like Charlie, the guy who runs all the allies and can exhaust allies to add to his test. That's the one I really like. And my favorite class, I really like the survivors. I think that they're like a lot of different. I really like the theming of like we're not supposed to be here type theme, and so I really like that. A favorite scenario of all time, I really like the train scenario where you have to run through the train. It's in Dunwich. I think it's like scenario 3 or 4. I really enjoy that one. That's the one that I go to as being one of my favorites of all time. Hey Lucas, how's it going? Okay, so Daryl, let's spend 3 resources to play a pocket multi-tool. Spend 1 resource to play a research notes. And I think Daryl, we're gonna move down here. While you're at Exomikolo, you cannot gain resources. We can spend 3 resources to explore. Draw the top card of the exploration deck. It looks like we're just gonna have to start biting the bullet and exploring in some of these. I should have. Well, I can't get resources now. Oops. Oh well. All right. So no enemies. So we'll go into the reset phase. We get our actions back. Kamani gets a resource. Daryl does not. Kamani gets a card, which is Lucky Cigarette Case. I like it. And we got a Winging It. Sweet. We'll place a Doom. And Daryl being our first player. If there are no cultist enemies in play, take 1 horror and Shadows gains Surge. So we're going to take a horror. We're down. And that surges into Timeline Destabilization. Test Brain 1. This test gets +1 difficulty for each ancient location in play. If you fail, take 1 damage, 1 horror, and shuffle this into the exploration deck. You know what? That's we're gonna Unexpected Courage that. So we're gonna go up to 4 to 1. 4 to 1. It's a cultist, which is reveal another token. If you fail, place 1 doom on a cultist enemy. Okay, reveal another one. Hey, look at that. Place 1 evidence on a asset we control. It's gonna be our camera. No, that's gonna be research notes. Research notes is flexible. Sweet, awesome. Well, that's good. Then Kamani is gonna get. We're gonna move this up here. This is too close to me. Kamani. Test book 4. Yikes. Place X Doom on cultist enemies in play, divided as evenly as possible. X is the number you failed by. If you fail and there are no cultist enemies in play, instead search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and draw it. Shuffle the encounter deck. Okay, so we're not going to modify this too much just because I'm not too scared of the cultist enemy. So we've got book 4, -3. We fail that, so let's go find a cultist enemy. The Brotherhood Cultist gets +1 fight and +1 evade for each doom on it. When you initiate an attack, place 1 doom on it. Honestly, that's fine right there. This is spawn the location with the most cultist enemies. It is aloof. We're going to take the Brotherhood Cultist. And Kamani is going to be able to evade. So, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Sweet. Okay. I don't know what that was. I think that's in here. Ooh. Alrighty. What about y'all? I'm curious on everyone else's answer for Jester's question. What's your favorite investigator class and scenario? Because I don't have a lot of experience with Arkham. Arkham is the one where I've spent the least amount of time with, and so I'm always curious to hear the experts talk about it. Okay. I'm kind of stuck between, do I want to... Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I want to spend my time running around or just... No, I think I want to see what options are available to us. I think I want to go see what explore options are available to us. So, let's use Kamani first. We're going to attempt to evade the Brotherhood Cultist. So we're going to go 6 to 2. We're going to reveal another one. Oh my gosh. I swear I'm shaking this up. Oh, auto fail. Alrighty. So we're placing 2 Doom here. Alrighty. We're going to attempt to evade again. 0. Okay, so we successfully evade. We're going to free action engage, and then we're going to attempt to evade. We get to add our book, so we're going 8 to 2, and if we succeed by 3, we automatically discard it. 8 to 2. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Skull. What's a skull? Skull is -1. So we are good. We succeed. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, we didn't have the actions to do it. So, yeah, we're going to evade here. The idea, what I wanted to do was to successfully evade, play Lucky Cigarette Case, and then go. Jester, so far you've only played the core set, although I finally picked up Dunwich. Dunwich is such a step up from the core set, in my opinion. Gearing up to try that, but I like Nathaniel Cho. Very intrigued by Rogue and Survivor. I like the Midnight Mass scenario. That's the second one, right? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Nice. Okay, we got Daryl's turn. Daryl is just gonna. Oh, no, never mind. I was like, I need to remember Daryl's Kodak, but we're a little late on that. Let's go. I guess it really doesn't matter. We want to go to the park or the cathedral, or I guess the temple ruins. Let's go 1-2. Forced. If you fail a foot test while at the park, take 1 damage. Test feat 3. If you succeed, draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it's a location with a matching icon, yo, we are gonna let Kamani come explore over at the park. I think that seems pretty good for us. I'm thinking that. What do we want to do? What are we doing? Okay. There are no clues. It's kind of hard to drop clues and do stuff. I'm going to draw a card, I think. I know you're not supposed to, but as your last action, but I really want... I don't have anything to do, so we got deduction. Alrighty. No enemies, so let's go ahead and reset. We both get resources this turn, so that's a very happy time. Kamani is Moneybags. Kamani has a sneak attack, deal 2 damage to an exhausted enemy. And we've got a old key ring over here, so that's nice. Except old key ring and research notes kind of take up, our pocket multi-tool and old key ring kind of take up the same spot. So we'll see. We'll leave that out. And if we need to, we can. Let's sub it in. Let's add a Doom. Doom. Daryl. Window to another time. Peril. Revelation. You must either to choose and shuffle an ancient location back into the exploration deck or place 1 Doom on the current agenda. We'll place a Doom. Because we don't have a thing. Hey, Sirius. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Alrighty, Kamani. Hey, Serpent Tino. While it's at an ancient location, with clues on it, it gains Retaliate and Alert. Otherwise, it gains Hunter. After Serpent deals you any damage from an attack, if you are not poisoned, put a set-aside poison weakness in your play in your threat area. It's a 3/5/3 non-elite, so we can go ahead and get rid of it. Scourge, I never got into Arkham Horror LCG. First experience was woeful, and I have no urge to get back into it. Was it the... It can be a very brutal game. It can be a very brutal game. Totally fair. Was it the core set that you're looking at? I'm fine. Just played a ton of Super Mario Wonder. Nice. Alrighty. Okay, so I think Kamani is going to sit here and just continuously evade and delete enemies. We do want Kamani to get over to the park at some point. So I think Daryl, let's have Daryl go first. We're going to go 1-2 up to the ruins. We got 2 actions. Draw the top card of the exploration deck if it's a location. I think, honestly, Daryl can probably do that. Oh, wait. Ooh, hold on. We're gonna remember this. I don't think it matters because I think that Serpent is going to go away before we actually ever get any clues to get there. If you play Switch, Super Mario is a must-buy. Okay. Yeah, I have a Switch. I haven't played. I got the Switch and we played Arceus for a while. Big Pokemon fan. I really enjoy Pokemon. I don't know if I would say I'm a huge fan. I've seen videos of huge fans that just can name all the Pokemon and stuff. So it's so fascinating, so cool. But I'm not that level. But I do really enjoy Pokemon. But yeah, Marvel Champions is so much fun. It is. Was the core set just an iffy teach and was also at the end of a long game weekend, so brain was fried? Yeah, that's fair. I think it's the most unlike any of the other LCGs. It's the most unlike Lord of the Rings and Marvel. So, but okay. We got one more action. I'm gonna come down. Ah, yikes. I kind of metagaming thinking about this. I'm thinking that there may be something that uses book in order to investigate. Oh, yeah. And so I'm wondering if the cathedral is where we can use books. So let's actually move down here. I feel like I am just stalling and it's not good. Arkham Horror is something that should be the main of the weekend. It needs atmosphere. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Kamani, let's go ahead and dude, the spirit or the serpent is rough. I'm glad we have this ability to evade. So we're just gonna attempt to evade. It's gonna be a 6 to a 3. Candlelight tea and a smooky grandma bringing snacks. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I've drawn that every single test, I think. Hey, star. If there's an exhausted enemy at your location, you'll automatically succeed. We do succeed. We'll go ahead and grab him back. Now we do have to succeed by 5. We are testing a 7 to a 3, so I probably want to go ahead and spend 2 resources for streetwise. We'll go 10 to a 3. 10 to 3. I think if we get a -2, we are good. I'm trying to figure out if I want to. Well, unexpected courage. We'll go 12. I think he's annoying enough that we can. -3. Love the unexpected courage play there. Succeeds. We get to discard the serpent. It'd be extremely spooky if Grandma was bringing me snacks. She passed 2 years ago. Yeah. So that was 2. We're going to spend 2 to play the lucky cigarette case. So now whenever we succeed by a test of 2 or more, we can exhaust and draw a card. Nice. No enemies on the table. We'll go ahead and reset. Kamani is going to get a pickpocket. Ooh, nice. And Daryl is going to get a bizarre diagnosis. Place one of your clues in your location, then heal 3 damage from an investigator. You know, this archetype really kind of falls apart when there are no clues. Finally played a 3-player Arkham horror game this weekend. I got to say the 3 actions were really nice. I always had a hard time playing 3 to 4 in Lord of the Rings and Champions because someone always plays a super slow deck. Spider-Ham 100 cards. Nice. That sounds fun. Okay. Doom. We're at 4 out of 8 and we haven't done anything. So that's good. Kamani. Brotherhood Acolyte. Spawn. Location with the most cultist enemies. This is aloof. Forced after Brotherhood Acolyte enters play. Place 1 Doom on each of the cultist enemy at its location. We're going to sit this at... We're going to put it at the park. There are no other cultist enemies in play, so we get to choose, and we're going to put that there. Then, Words of Power for Kamani. Put Words of Power under your threat area. If there's 1 or more enemies at your location with Doom on them, you cannot damage those enemies or discover clues at your locations. It's 2 actions we can discard Words of Power. Okay. Kamani, our first action, we're going to spend 2 resources to play Pickpocketing. Pickpocketing is after you evade an enemy. Oh, this is fast as well, so we actually don't have to pay an action to do this. After you evade an enemy, exhaust pickpocketing, draw 1 card or gain 1 resource. If you succeed by 2 or more, do both instead. Isn't the limit 50? Oh, I drew 100 cards in a game. Not that I had 100 cards in my deck. I just sat there and just drew cards. Oh, like that. Yeah. Yeah. The very slow deck. Love your Arkham life counters. Oh, these? Yeah, they're so pretty. They're luxury playstyle. They are If you do the token command, it'll take you to their website. But the entire token set is luxury playstyle, except for the track markers right now. Those are by the same token, but they're no. Oh, the dials. Yeah, the dials are by the same token. I got these when I switched over to two handed because I was like, I'm never remembering when or what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna move one over here. They're so yeah. I have one for each color for each class because I'm extra. I don't know why I did that, but like I have one for each color. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the yellow. That's the seeker. I think I use black for seeker. They're very compact. Yeah, and they're magnetic, so you can actually like switch out what colors you want and stuff. By the same token, has some really nice stuff. So we moved over there. I think we're going to spin an action to if we spin an action to engage the acolyte, we can evade, and then we're out of actions. Um, but he is aloof, or the acolyte's aloof, so we don't really care. So I think actually instead I'm going to explore. The nice thing about evading the acolyte is that we'll get card draws and money. But I think I'd rather just delete the acolyte next turn when I have more actions to do it, because it's an evade or it's an engage, evade, evade. So it takes all three of your actions. Love the magnetism. Yeah, yeah, I love magnets. I have a friend who 3D printed me tokens. They cost me €10 for. Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing. That's incredible. By the same token, it's kind of expensive, but it's high quality. Also, I want one for each class, and I want the investigator boards for each class. I do. Yeah, I have those as well. Give me an idea to make those for Marvel. Oh, yeah. Okay, that'd be cool. Okay. Um the other thing is we could try and fight that thing. Yeah. Okay, we're going to explore feat 3. And after you fail a feat test, that's actually fairly high because we only have 5. We take a damage. We have a lot of health. We're gonna attempt to explore feat 3. We're 5 to 3. -4. If you fail, place 1 clue from the token pool on the nearest ancient location. So we'll take a damage. That's sad. I'm DY. I love small footprint games, so I downsize Marvel Champions a lot. Everything fits in a token. Oh, that's nice. That's really cool. Okay, well, that was unfortunate. We have one action left. Am I missing? I mean, there are 12 locations in that deck. 2, 4, 6. So it seems like there's 2 locations in each of the Explorer deck. I think we'll go again. We'll go 5 to 3. -5. Jeez. Okay. It's another damage. That's not good. That's really bad. Okay. Well, we tried. We tried. Daryl is gonna spend the first action to move over here. Take 1 horror to draw 2 cards. Wow. Okay. If you have 6 or more cards in your hand, explore. Draw the top card of the exploration deck. If it's a location with a matching location, place it on top of this location. I have 2, 4, 6, so we can actually just explore here. We'll take an action. We'll see. It is not. What do I do if it's? Okay, so if you have 6 or more locations in your hand, explore. Let me read this actually. Replacing locations. Throughout the scenario, you may be instructed to place new locations on top of existing ones. When a location is placed on top of a location that's already in play, it takes its place. All tokens, attachments, investigators, enemies, and cards are moved to that location. The location simply change. If the location leaves play. Okay, so it sounds like we just whiff. Does this go in the draw the top card of the exploration deck? If it's a location with a matching location, place it on top of this location, taking its place. What if it's not? Does it stay on the top of the deck and we know what we're going for next? Let's see if it says anything in the explore section. Explore abilities instruct you to draw the top card of the exploration deck, which is a separate deck. Each explorer ability indicates a particular location that you're seeking to draw. If a location of that type is drawn, it's put into play and you move to that location. Any other location is drawn, place it next to the exploration deck and draw the next card from the exploration deck. Repeat this process. I think we continue to draw because this, if you have 6 more cards in hand, explore, draw the top card of the exploration deck. I think we continue to draw. If I'm reading this right, because our explore states that if we put it in, if any other location is drawn, place it next to the exploration deck and draw the next card from the exploration deck. So I think you just keep going until you get one. Okay. Post my token setup in the Marvel Champions General. Oh, nice. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I'm excited. And then we shuffle everything else back in. Okay, so temples. Force. After it enters play, each investigator at this location takes 1 direct damage, of course. While you're investigating temples, if you have 3 or fewer remaining health, it gets -2 shroud. Please do. I'm curious to see what you think. Nice. This comes in with 2 clues. And we take a damage. And Daryl is getting beat up. That was our second action. This advances. After the first enters play, advance. In the distance, light seeps through a wide crack in the ground. As you approach it, you realize the chasm is not natural at all. Below, you see the sky as if it was peering into a reflection of the clouds above. Wisps of gray smoke emerge from the chasm, giving off a familiar bittersweet scent. You step through and resist the urge to vomit as the world spins upside down. When you open your eyes again, you are in another place. Not somewhere, but somewhen. The investigator who just put a location into play by exploring successfully must test brain 4. If he or she fails, she must either search the collection for a random basic madness or injury weakness and shuffle it into their deck. That's unfortunate. So we're testing brain 4. We have 2. I guess we'll. I mean that's rough. Let's see. We don't have anything to modify. So I think we're gonna spend this as evidence. We're gonna exhaust the pocket multi-tool. So we're testing 2 to 1. And tablet is probably a fail, right? Reveal another chaos or another token. If you fail and there's a serpent enemy at your location, it attacks you. Okay, so -3. Okay, so we fail. So I'm gonna go to be right back just for like 2 seconds because I don't have my collection with me. So 1 second, I'm gonna go grab another weakness. Okay. Well, we'll grab another one. At this rate, Daryl is not long for this world. So, past and present, is this real or a vision? Either way, the secrets of the ancients hold the key to finding the Nexus of Nikai. Find paths to the Nexus by discovering all the clues from as many different locations as you can before time runs out. There are at least 6 locations in play with no clues in advance. Okay. And we've got a madness. Put nihilism into your threat area. After you reveal, cancel, or ignore a token, autofill token, we take 1 damage and 1 horror. I need a different sleeve. Would be cool to have different be right back screens and such for every LCG. I thought about that. Right now it's just a different music. And it's just kind of, or not again, but it's a money thing. Okay, well that gets shuffled in. So that'll be fun. Alrighty. We got one more action for Daryl. You know what? We're gonna doesn't have to cost a lot of money. You could do this game for some gothic corners and brick screens you could easily make yourself. I have no idea how to do animation. That's the problem. um okay, so last we are going to go ahead and deduction. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to spend a resource to play Winging It. Play Winging It from your discard pile. If you do, shuffle it into your deck. Investigate. You get -1 Shroud for his investigation if you played it from your discard pile. Mainly, I'm just using this to get it into my discard pile. We're going to go deduction. So we are going to be testing a 6 to a 2. 6 to a 2. Come on. Reveal another. Serpent enemies attack. Reveal another. If you fail cultist enemies, -3. So we are good. We did succeed. With deduction, we get to get an additional clue. So we are clear there. And we have Winging It in our discard pile now. Sweet. We have Bizarre Diagnosis, which we can place one of our clues and heal 3 damage from an investigator or an ally. So that's nice. Shed a Light is going to be nice if we can get the old key ring. So, okay, so that was Daryl's turn. That's everyone's turn. Aloof enemy doesn't do anything, so we're going to stand up. Hopefully not die. We've got Kamani has Leo now, which is sweet. Got 1 resource there. Daryl is going to get a card, which is the Relic of Ages. Can exhaust Relic of Ages test book 4. If you succeed, remove 1 doom from the current agenda. If you fail, add 1 doom to Relic of Ages. Max 1 success per game. That's interesting. It's an expensive thing to do. It's also 3. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. We're at 5 out of 8. So we are actually fairly close to pushing that. Daryl. Revelation. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. For each card in your hand that matches one of those discarded cards, discard that card from your hand and lose 1 action. Shuffle each weakness discarded into your deck. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Jeez. 4. No! 5. Okay, so we don't hit any in our hand, but we do lose one of our empirical hypotheses. I want the empirical hypothesis. The empirical hypothesize. Kamani. It's got a Brotherhood Acolyte spawn with the most location. So it's here. And then after it enters play, place 1 Doom on each other cultist enemy. What does Empirical do? 1 second, let me find a Doom. Empirical hypothesis. So at the start of each round, choose one of the following criteria. You fail a test by 2, you succeed at a test by 3 or more, or, and then I've upgraded because it's a customizable card. You enter a location with 3 or more shroud. You get to place an evidence, and then Daryl is all about using evidence to reduce the skill value of test. Have you stayed up to date on Star Wars Unlimited? If so, what are your thoughts on it? I kind of have. I haven't been super involved with everything with it. That being said, I have just kind of seen some of the spoilers and other things, and the what I'm really excited about is I am really excited about it. I just like it's so far away. I'm just not. I haven't been super into I haven't been super following it, but I will follow it once it gets closer. But I am really excited for it, Chester. Yeah, a couple more days and we get more news on Marvel Champions. Let's go! I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. Kamani gets a card from another time. Test book 4. Place X Doom on cultist enemies in play, divided as evenly as possible, where X is the amount you failed by. Oh, so test book 4. This is accelerating quickly. We have a book 2. We could spend 2 resources to get +3. The 2 resources, if we go 3, we're at 5. We're testing book 4. We can go probably sneak attack to take us up to a 6. At that point, if we fail by 1, we're okay, because the Brotherhood Acolyte, we can just evade it and discard it. So let's go ahead and spend the 2 resources. We'll get a +3. So we're testing 5 to 4. We will go ahead and commit sneak attack. So 6 to 4. More stories to tell in the game. Let's go. Oh, yeah. So 6 to 4. -2. We are good. No Doom is added. Cool. I would have been okay with not committing sneak attack there if I knew it was going to be a 2, right? Because then I could have just put it here and then evaded. All right. Speaking of evading, let's go ahead and spend an action to engage this aloof enemy. We are going to attempt to evade the enemy. So we're 6 to 1. -4. So we are good. We go down to 2 to 1. We don't get this. After you evade an enemy, exhaust pickpocketing, draw 1 card. Is this? I'm not going to do it. When you attempt to evade an exhausted non-elite enemy, after you succeed at a skill test, after you evade an enemy, exhaust pickpocketing. So I think that this works. So this is going to be exhausted. We're going to use our fast action to engage, and then we're going to use our final form move. So we're going to go 7 to 1. If we succeed by 1, we're good. So 7 to 1. That needs to go back in there. I've been drawing so many like symbols. Hey, 0. Alrighty. So we discard here. We're going to exhaust Lucky Cigarette Case to draw into a Mauser. And we're going to exhaust Pickpocketing to gain a resource and draw a card. It's Taka. Alrighty. You get +1 when attacking an enemy with Victory, and you get +1 feat when attempting to evade an enemy with Vengeance X. So it's Taka. It's Taka or Leo. That's a or a Skull of Doom to draw from. You need a smookier bag, but I love Pokemon. I lost my original bag. I have no idea where it is. I lost it in the move. Oh, so we actually okay, so we're gonna say that I remembered that. Oh, the spooky atmosphere, and then Pokemon. It clashes a ton with the game. Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. I like it because it's unique. It's different than everyone else. Um, we do have bizarre diagnosis. 3 damage from an investigator ally. I think we're gonna come over to Zolocolo. Zocalo. You can discard cards with a combined printed cost of 5. I think we're gonna go Shed a Light, Relic of Ages, and Old Keyring, and go ahead and go here. We'll discard until we get the Canals. After Canals enters play, place 4 resources on it. It gets +1 Shroud for each resource on it. At the end of the round, discard 1 resource. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. That's kind of cool. I like that a lot. So it comes in with 4. We're going to use ammo, actually. So right now, it's a Shroud of 6, and it comes with 2 clues. No, you're fine. You don't critique too much. Did you play Scarlet or Violet? I did not. I did not. Yeah, no, Arceus was the first one that I played. I think since, like, I did Diamond and Pearl, and then I went down to, like, all the mods. Like, all of the, um, I don't even remember what they're called. The ROMs. Where, like, I played through, like, a ton of fan-made ones. Okay, so we moved, we explored. I'm thinking I'm just gonna hang out. Um, you know what? We actually may have Daryl take the damage here, and then we can use Empirical Hypothesis in order to heal ourselves. We're gonna come up here. I think I'd rather do this first. Okay, so that's our last action. Perfect. No enemies that do anything. So we will unexhaust. Where are we at? We're at 2, 4, 5. You know what? I'm going to have done Shed a Light instead of Relic of Ages. I think I may want that. Stand up. Kamani has got another trench coat. No money. Daryl has got a newspaper. Let's go. And a money. The newspaper is kind of interesting because we're not really spending the clues. So a newspaper may not actually work. Also, newspaper is another hand item. I may want to take out Pocket Multi-Tool. Been wanting to get into this game, but watched a video on how to play and my mind was blown. Is it worth playing? Is it like any other LCG? Trouble, how's it going? It is probably the most different than, or most different from Lord of the Rings and Marvel Champions. It's way more of a campaign and a lot more. It has like the 2D elements of moving around a map. I really enjoy it. I think it's a really fun game. It is challenging. It is tough. It's a one where you kind of fail forward. So if you lose a scenario, you still continue on in the campaign. So that is a little nice, but it can be a little demoralizing. And from that sense. But there's a lot of ways to play, a lot of like unique interactions, and a lot of unique archetypes in the game. So I really like it. I think it's a lot of fun. Um, yeah. I don't think that it's that much more complex than if you played Lord of the Rings. I think it's probably around the same complexity level as Lord of the Rings. Also, I have Trench Coat. I should be throwing damage on Trench Coat. I just realized that. It's a unique thing where you need to love the theme. The theme is driving the driving theme here. The theme is really important, yeah. Okay, let's add one here. We're at 2, 4, 6. Kamani has got a Hand of the Brotherhood. Spawn at any empty location. After the last clue is discovered from an ancient location, if Hand in the Brotherhood is ready, place one Doom on Hand of the Brotherhood. While it's ready, uh, action and reaction abilities on its location and connecting locations cannot be triggered. Oh, that's so annoying. We'll go down here. I haven't done Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. So Lord of the Rings came out first, then Arkham, then Marvel Champions, and they've learned and they've streamlined the game as it comes out. I think Lord of the Rings is the most complex. It's more of a, an original type card game where there's a lot of really like not weird interactions, but specific interactions like kind of timing stacks and everything. I think Arkham has that to some extent, and Marvel is just kind of like do what you want. But it's in the middle of the complexity between or between Marvel and Lord of the Rings. If you don't love Marvel Champions, it's not going to feel special for you. I don't know if I agree with that one because I actually didn't really enjoy Marvel that much before I got into the game. Um, I think that the game facilitated my enjoyment of Marvel more so than my Marvel enjoyment facilitated the game because like I didn't even know all the characters when I started the game. And so over the last 2 years I've really been growing more into Marvel. Yeah. Okay, so Kamani is getting a card. Shadowed. If there are no cultist enemy in play, take one horror and again surge. Otherwise, find the cultist enemy nearest you, place one doom on that enemy. Test Brain X, where X is that enemy's fight value. If you fail, take two horror. Yo. Okay, so one doom. And we're testing 3 to 3. Any brains? We take two horror if we fail. I guess we're here. Two horror. Haha! We succeed! Let's go. That's exciting. Alrighty. So Kamani, I think we're gonna go ahead and take out this Brotherhood of Acolyte. So we'll spend an action to engage. We will attempt to evade. So we are going to go 6 to 1. Skull. -1. I wish there was a good LCG for DC. I think the Cryptozoic is good, but it's a little lackluster. Yeah, I like what I have found is that I enjoy the games where I get to build my deck beforehand more so than the ones that I'm building my deck during the game. But yeah, I want a Star Wars one. I've said that forever. They have, oh yeah, they do have custom DC heroes. That's cool. We'll engage here. Oh wait, also, what did we just draw? We succeeded. Oh, we drew a 1, so we'll go ahead and Lucky Cigarette Case and pickpocketing. So we get to draw Agent Fletcher. Alert Hunter while Kamani Jones is evading Agent Fletcher. Reduce their book value to 0. So Agent Fletcher is now hanging out with us. And then we've got a Thieves Kit, and we get a money. So I guess this is technically the state of the game here. I'm going to go ahead and engage and evade the Brotherhood Acolyte, and Agent Fletcher is going to punch me in the face. We'll engage, evade. So we are at, well, it's evading Agent Fletcher. Okay. So now we are looking at a 8 to 1. We succeed by 1. We do. No, I don't think that. I don't not enjoy the games. I enjoy the games where I get to build the deck beforehand more so than those where I'm building them in. I love deck builders. So Legendary, I've played a ton of Legendary actually. Played a ton of Legendary. I've played a stupid amount of Dominion. I've played 1,000 hours of Slay the Spire. Like, I enjoy the games. I just like the ones where I'm constructing the deck a little bit more. I love Legendary. Well, the Marvel, Buffy, and China ones at least. I did play the Big Trouble in Little China one. I thought that one was good. Alrighty. Kamani. Or Temple. Oh, wait. We need to remove one from here at the end of the round. I need to remember to do that. We'll go ahead and spend 2 actions. Temple. Or Templo Mayor. After it enters play, shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Discard cards to the encounter deck until a serpent enemy is discarded. Spawn that enemy here. After you defeat or evade a serpent enemy at this location, discover 1 clue at this location. Group limit once per phase. Okay. Comes in with 2 clues. You're gonna jump into Marvel Legendary at some point. Nice. Anyone else? I did not get the Marvel the Marvel Matrix or the Legendary Matrix. Alrighty. So we get a serpent enemy, which is a little scary. That's cool. Nope. There are no serpent enemies. Did I miss something? Okay, second to last card. Cool. I tried the X-File one, and it was much harder. I have Aliens, Predator, and Firefly, but not played those. Still like Legendary. I'm a little disappointed in Transformers LCG. I didn't. Oh, was that an LCG? I know that. Is it the Renegade deck builder? Um. So this is engaged with us. Victory 1, Vengeance 1. While it's at an ancient location with clues on it, it gains Retaliate and Alert. Otherwise, it gains Hunter. Gross. I'm gonna buy the Transformer GI Joe deck builder from Renegade. Yeah, I played. I will go ahead and just warn you all. I played the Transformer ones. I did not enjoy it. So I have not tried the GI Joe ones. Beast No, the GI Joe one, but Transformers I was not a fan of. It was not for me. We have 1 action left. Oh, we're gonna exhaust the Kodak. Place this here. 2, 4, 6. So we do have next turn to play Relic of Ages. Why didn't it was very very clunky. I will say that, to be fair, it was super late at Gen Con, and like I was already kind of out there. But I mean the teach was probably 40 plus minutes. And it just wasn't. It just didn't feel like I was ever doing anything. It was very clunky. I was very confused with like how things interacted with each other. It felt like an early prototype of a game. Uh, GI Joe looks good. I have that too, but I haven't played it yet. Kind of hard to talk wife into playing GI Joe. It looks like Legendary. Okay, My Little Pony is pretty good, but real hard. Really interesting. Yeah, I know that they had a ton of deck builders there for a little bit. Hey, how's it going, Magic Moose Moo? Okay, we're gonna attempt to evade this thing. We're at a 3. We're gonna go to a 4. It's at 3. We're going to. We don't have any tokens. Oh shoot. We're gonna commit Relic of Ages. I don't like it, but we're at a 7 to 3. Thought about the Power Rangers one. They introduced a solo mode, but I haven't looked at it yet, so I don't know how it plays. I have started the campaign for Lost Ruins of Arnak. There's a new co-op campaign experience with the Missing Expedition, and that's really good. That's really good. It's tough. It's tough. Transformers with the moving around Matrix. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 It was insane. I want Slay the Spire rogue like board game. They just kickstarted Slay the Spire the board game. There is a Power Rangers deck builder, but yeah, Slay the Spire is a board game. It's coming out soon. So we are at 7-3. It's a tablet. -4. We're good. Oh my goodness. So this goes here in exhaust. I have to defeat our evaded serpent enemy. Discover 1 clue. So we're going to get a clue here, which means that we get this on Daryl's Kodak. And that's our last action. Okay. So no, Agent Fletcher is going to hit us. We're going to go 1 damage on the trench coat and 1 here. We have to get rid of Agent Fletcher. So we will unexhaust. Unexhaust, this thing engages us. Man, Daryl does not want to be stuck up here with this thing. At least now we have a Kodak, so we have a way to evade it fairly easily. We can reduce it down to 1. And then we also have the evade thing in here, don't we? Nope, we don't. Transformers, the CCG was really good. I played the Transformers CCG. I did enjoy that. That's the one where you would like, it was similar to Champions, where you'd like flip over from like the Autobot to like vehicle side. I don't remember much about it, but I do remember enjoying it a lot. This goes down. How does the Power Rangers deck builder play? I have not played it. I'm hoping someone else in the chat can help me with that. Okay. We'll place a Doom. Oh wait, we didn't draw cards or anything. So let's go ahead and get a resource and draw into Grappling Hook. Love that. And we get a resource over here. And we've got Deduction. Okay. Deduction's nice. Deduction's nice. It's going to help us clear one of these out fairly easily. Now we'll place a Doom. So we're up to 7. We don't have the Relic of Ages to get rid of it anymore. But we can now successfully take a lot of these clues and be okay with it, because this is going to add Doom and it'll just clear it. The CCG was flipping. You could come. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was fun. Yeah, I played that at Gen Con a while ago. Alrighty, friends. What happens when we run out of the deck? Does it just shuffle? Or is there any ill effect when we run out of this deck? I never remember. I know when we run out of our player deck, we take a horror, but I don't remember what happens. Place an acceleration on the next main scheme that we play in Champions. You played quite a bit of the Power Rangers deck builder base game. It's fun as long as I had someone to play with and we wanted to go head to head. Nice. So Daryl, discard the top 5 cards of your deck for each card in your hand that matches one of the discarded cards. 1, 2, 3. That's 1. No, there's another copy of Empirical Hypothesis. So we're going to shuffle that in. We discard this and we lose an action. Wow, that's brutal. That's so brutal. We shuffle Underpaid back in. Yikes. Alrighty then. So that's fun. We're just going to shuffle this. If someone remembers, they can let me know. But okay, Kamani has got a same thing, Merging Timelines. And Kamani has a lot of cards. So that's fun. 1, Pickpocketing. 2, watch this. 3 is Thieves' Kit. That's 1. Manual Dexterity. and a switchblade. Okay, so we lose the thieves kit and an action. Yikes. Okay, well, there you go. So I think we want to evade this guy again. I think we want to evade him, and while he's at an ancient location with clues on it, he can retaliate. Otherwise, it gains hunter. So he has retaliate and alert. Ugh. Risky, risky, risky. Okay, so I think we do need to we need to evade him. There's no way that we get out of this without trying to evade him. And yeah, that's fine. Okay. We'll just go for it. So if we evade him, we can move out of there. I think that's what we need to do, and we can move down here. He will be exhausted, so he won't follow us. Actually, he'll no, he will. He'll just sit up there forever. Then we never have to kill him, which is actually great because we can evade. He's at a ancient location, so he stays. That's nice. Plays more like a TCG than a deck builder. Like Legendary is truly a first person to. Oh, okay, nice. All right. Well, here we go. We're gonna spend a evidence from Daryl's Kodak. So we'll reduce. We're testing 3 to 1. Pocket multi-tool takes us 4 to 1. We don't have anything to commit. Don't have any way to modify. So it plays more like Marvel Champions. Come on. Skull is -3. We succeed. So we're exhausted here. We discover this clue. This guy gets a doom. We're going to come down here. Actually, we're going to come down here. So that's our 2 actions. Kamani, we want to take out Agent Fletcher. I really want to play Ichitaka. Or Leo is really good too. Yeah. Okay. So I cannot use the adjective Hugar in English. Okay. Or the verb, I guess. Okay. Take an additional action during your turn. Grappling hook is really good. I only have 2 actions here, so I think I am going to evade Fletcher. Just straight up. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go 6 to 3. Six to 3. Cultist. Reveal another. 0. Sweet. Okay, so we succeed by a lot. So let's go ahead and Lucky Cigarette Case draws us into a disguise. And then a pickpocket gets us a money. And guts. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we are at our hand limit. Agent Fletcher is exhausted here. I'm going to spend our second action to peace. No, wait. No. What we're going to do, we're going to spend 5 money to play Leo. We get an extra action, then we'll move. Ichitaka is nice, but I think I'd rather get Leo out there. Grappling hook is going to be nice. Okay. So, enemies, they don't do anything. Hey, mover. I know some follower of yours from Spain. Nice. You also have Marvel Champions channel. You make excellent content, man. Good luck with the game. Although I have no idea about this game. Well, thanks for dropping by. I hope you're having good. I hope you're having a good day. And what's your channel? I'll check it out. Oh, you're from Belgium. Nice. Let's unexhaust everything. Reset our actions. We've got one card, which is Leo and a money. Nelson is a global phenomenon. We got hiking boots here. That's nice. And go up to 6 money. We're gonna place a doom, and that will advance us. No. Well, I'll grab that later. Check campaign log. If the Harbinger is still alive, it is. Following no telltale flash of light, a sudden explosion of thunder blasts across the sky, causing you to jump in shock. As though drawn from the sound, a streak of silver lightning crashes down from the clouds, ripping a tear in the world before you. Through this tear, a familiar creature emerges that hisses in anger and it raises its gilded spear to attack. Search the collection for the Harbinger and spawn it at the location furthest from all investigators. If there are 6 or more tally marks under Yig's Fury, it enters play at the lead investigator's location instead. Excellent. It enters play with damage on it equal to the amount of damage recording in parentheses in your campaign log. Sweet. The Harbinger would interplay. Instead, use the Harbinger, the Sleeper Returns. Where did I put that? I actually may have just shuffled that in. No. Oh, actually, I think it is just the. No idea when that came into play. The Doom? The Sleeper Returns. Okay. So this is now engaged with Daryl. We're. Will Daryl's Kodak this thing? The barrier is thin. Ishitaka's strength continues to wane as you journey through the strange visions. You've never seen her this troubled. She is often distracted, peering about as though any moment the answer will appear before her. From time to time, she mutters strange phrases to herself. How could this have happened? The answer will be with the ancients. Someone else is here. I know it. All right. Just cut off the live stream. I don't know if you said something to me or not. Oh yeah, what is your what's your channel? Okay. Now we get to do cards. Daryl has got Words of Power. While there's one or more enemies at your location with Doom, you cannot damage or discover clues. Then Kamani has got the after it attacks you, shuffling non-story asset you control into your deck. It's a 4/3/4 with Alert and Retaliate. Jeez. My name? Sweet. Okay. I'll check it out. Okay. Okay. This is a little scary here. We do have 4 actions that we can take with Kamani. I'm wondering if we exhaust, move, engage, exhaust. It has 20 health. I think we're just going to exhaust it because after you successfully attack or Evasion, place 1 resources, and then if there's 4 resources on it, we get to set it aside out of play. Or oh, we have 4. So if we evade, we can play grappling hook. We get to move, engage, and we get grappling hook on the table. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna attempt to evade. We're gonna attempt to evade here. We're at a 6 to a 4. We'll go trench coat. So 7 to 4. There is a -4 in there. I need this to go off. We're gonna use backstab. So 8 to 4. Alrighty, 8 to 4. -2. So we do succeed. We actually get a couple other things here. Oh, it does not hunt. So that's good. We will exhaust pickpocketing. We did get 60 by 2 or more, so we get a card and a resource. Then Lucky Cigarette Case gets us a card. Just sneak attack. That was 1 action. We're going to spend 3 of our money to play Grappling Hook. And then we're going to use our 2 actions on Grappling Hook to take 3 different actions. We can move, engage, and evade. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move, engage, and attempt to evade. So we are at 6 to 4. Does Daryl have anything that he can commit? The encounter card advance is mover ficha in Spanish. Nice. Okay. Yikes. I really want to. We will play Unexpected Courage. So we are at 8 to 4. It is alert, hunter, retaliate, all that good stuff. -2. So we succeed. We're going to use the resource as evidence, and we'll use a gun for the counters to see how many times we have to evade it. Okay. Daryl's turn. We are going to use 1 of our actions to play Hiking Boots. So we get +1 feet, and after the last clue is discovered from your location, we can exhaust Hiking Boots to move to a connecting location with at least 1 clue, or to a connecting unrevealed location. Doesn't really help us right now, but it will in the future. It also just gives us the +1 feet. We are going to go ahead and deduction search. I guess we'll go pocket multi-tool. So we are at 7 to 2. -5. We succeed. Oh my gosh. We do get both clues. This gets a doom. For some reason, I thought there was one more thing that happened. Oh, I get the money. That's it. I get the thing on Harbinger. Sweet. Okay. So enemies. Agent Fletcher is going to hunt over here. We will unexhaust everything. This is going to engage. We're going to put it on Kamani. That's unexhausted. He's not hunting. So I think we come down here next. I don't know. We'll have to see what the deck gives us. I don't like where that is. Put that there. I need Kamani to come down here to get rid of this hand of the Brotherhood. But okay, so we'll reset our actions. Daryl has got a bizarre diagnosis. No money. Kamani has got a lone wolf and a money. Place a doom. So we're at 2 out of 5. Daryl has got a... Oh, jeez. After he attacks you, shuffle a non-story asset. That's bad. I don't know how to deal with that. I guess we could try and evade it. We will... There's no clues on it. There's no clues there, so I don't know if it's even worth trying to... Or placing a token on it. Let's see what Kamani draws. Test Brain 1. If this text gets +1 difficulty for each ancient location, if you fail, take 1 damage or 1 horror and shuffle this into the exploration deck. So we have 1, 2, 3. So it's a Brain 4. We do have a Guts. We'll commit Guts. So we are at 5 to 4. We could Daryl's Kodak, but I would rather Daryl's Kodak for the evade attempt. Hey, we succeed. Let's go. Get to draw a card into another Guts. Nice. Alrighty. Okay. I don't like having him here. Okay, so what we're looking at is we have the Harbinger here and we have this guy here. I want to delete this guy. We have 4 actions. So what that can look like is we can grappling hook, evade, move. Well, we don't have to engage actually. Because he's not aloof. We could evade here. We could engage, evade, and move. And try and evade this guy as well. He is alert. He is alert. A lot of people don't want me to evade right now. We could drop a disguise. We don't have enough money. Just kidding. We're not going to drop a disguise. Okay. This guy hits us for harder, so I do think I want him. Okay. So we're going to have Kamani go first. Our first action, we're going to just straight up try and evade the Harbinger. Okay. We're going to spend the evidence counter to reduce this down to 2. So we're 6 to 2. Yeah, so we're 6 to 2. I'm good with that. 6 to 2. 6 to 2. Come on. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. Hey, look at that. We get +1. Okay, so this guy is exhausted. We get another token here. Okay. We're going to spend 2 actions on the grappling hook. We're going to first engage the alpha. We're going to evade. So right now we're at 6 to 4. We're going to commit Lone Wolf. 7-4, and the Mauser for 8-4. Come on, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. -3, so we're good. We evade here. What did I draw for the Harbinger? Oh, I drew a +1. So actually, we're gonna retcon and do the pickpocketing stuff. Disguise, manual dexterity, and a money. Okay, so that's our first action. This guy's exhausted here. Second action, we're gonna move. No. Oh wait, no. We engaged, evade, move. This guy will be engaged with us now. I'm actually okay with just having him engaged with us. I probably should have played Disguise first. That would have been smart. I should have played Disguise before I did Grappling Hook. I'm going to have... No, I didn't have the money. That's why I didn't do it. Okay. I was like, why did I not do that? We have Hand of the Brotherhood. Honestly, I may just let this... last action go to waste. I don't want to... Well, I could take a mental. I have a lot of mental soak. We'll spend 3 to play Disguise and take an attack of opportunity. And drop 1 sanity damage onto Leo. Okay. Now it is Daryl's turn. Swap these two. Spend our first action to come down here. We're going to spend 3 resources. And go for this guy. Hey, there we go. Lake. We're at the lake. After it enters play, each investigator at the location loses all of his or her remaining actions. Okay, while you're investigating, you get +2 shroud for each action you have remaining. Alrighty. So I lose 1 action, which is fine. That comes with 2 clues. So I wasn't actually going to really be able to do anything. Because I cannot discover clues because of the words of power. Okay. So we will... Agent Fletcher comes down and engages here. Oh, and then attacks us. We will take 1 damage. And 1 sanity damage here. Does not hunt. Does not hunt. Exhausted. So we will unexhaust everything. We get a Dirty Fighting. Hey, the new card. And we get a Ruined Film. Remove 4 evidence from cards. We take 4 horror, which is going to almost kill us because we don't have any evidence. Okay. So we take 4 horror. Yikes. Okay. We get a money. I have not seen a way to resign yet either, so we're just kind of in trouble. Okay. Top of the round, we'll place a Doom. Daryl has got... If there are no cultist enemies in play, take 1 horror and again surge. Otherwise, find the cultist enemy nearest you, place 1 Doom on that enemy, and test Brain X. If you fail, take 2 horror. This may be it for Daryl. So we're gonna take two. We're gonna go guts. We're testing horror 2. We have 2. That's 4. We'll pocket multi-tool. So we are testing 5 to 2. No whammies. Skull is a -3. We still pass. And we get to draw a card, which is backstab. Ruined film is scary. Okay. Over here we got a Brotherhood Acolyte. Spawn with the most cultist enemies. Gonna be here. This one's aloof. And then we get a Doom here. Okay, so we are at the threshold now with the Doom because we have 5 Doom on the table. Okay. If we delete this guy, then we have a couple more turns. Okay, well here we are. It says 4 supplies. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so let's have Kamani go first. We're going to try Hand of the Brotherhood. It would be nice to have Dirty Fighting on the table, but I don't have the money or the sanity to take that. So we are going to evade Hand of the Brotherhood. What just came into play? Oh, this guy. Let's use Kodak. Nice. Okay, so that's actually pretty nice. So we will evade. 6 to 2. -4. We succeed. He's exhausted. We'll go ahead and engage the exhausted enemy for free. And we will attempt to evade. We'll use a disguise. Because we have to succeed by 2. So we are now testing 8 to 2. And we've got a +1. Let's go. Okay, so this guy is deleted. Couple things happen. Pickpocket and Lucky Cigarette. Draw watch this, and you handle this one. We will take a sanity damage. And shuffle. And we get a money. Okay. Gotta watch this and a you handle this one. We have 2 actions left. Oh, this guy's gonna come hunt us. Ugh. We could throw Leo in front of the oncoming train. This guy doesn't hunt, which is nice. But we are gonna get the Harbinger. And Leo can soak it. Do we have... We don't have any ways to get more clues. I'm trying to figure out if grappling hook makes any sense. We can... Grappling hook probably does. We can evade and then investigate using our feet. Or we could try and delete Agent Fletcher. I think we just evade him. Okay, so let's use grappling hook. Take up to 3 different actions. First, we're going to evade Agent Fletcher. We have a 6 to a 3. We'll manual dexterity this. So we've got a 8 to a 3. Tablet is reveal another token. Serpent enemy's attack. Skull is a -3. So we are good. So we're exhausted at this location. Then we will investigate. It gets +0, but we're investigating with our feet. Oh, we did manual dexterity. We get to watch this. We are going to commit watch this, spend 2 resources. And so we are testing 6 to 2. And if we succeed, we get double the resources that we committed. +1, we are good. So we get 4 resources back. And a clue. 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to have to toss a card. Okay. This is, I'm scared. I don't see Daryl getting out of this without a trauma. Okay. I'm thinking that actually what we do is we just spend the 2 actions to discard words of power, and then we get this last clue. Yeah. Spend 2 actions to get rid of that. And then we'll take our last action to search 5 on 2. Hey! Place 1 evidence on a asset. It can be research notes. We're going to get this clue. And we get this on Kodak. Okay. That's all of my actions. The Harbinger is going to come down and engage here. We're going to go 1, 1, 1, 1. Leo's done. Okay. Agent Fletcher is going to engage here. I think I may need some more soak in Daryl's deck, especially with how much he is. Also, I haven't seen any victory points yet. Good, we did just come off of a huge game, so there's that. But okay, reset actions. We only have 3 now. Sad. Unexhaust. Daryl's gonna get a research notes. Kamani has got a thieves kit. Money. We have to discard a card. I'm gonna toss sneak attack. Okay. Place a doom. We're at 3 out of 5. Daryl has got Brotherhood Acolyte. Spawn here, and we place a doom. Kamani has got Brotherhood Cultist. Hunter gets +1 to fight, +1 evade for each doom on it. We initiate an attack, place 1 doom on it. Okay, so Kamani may not make it out of this either. Okay, so that's fun. Let's go ahead and just place it on the Hunter, I guess. Okay. I don't know what to do. Honestly, what we may do is just try and survive this round and we will doom out. We're at 4 out of 6. I feel like that's fairly decent. But I think that there's probably a better chance that we don't lose. Or like we don't take a trauma. And I'm kind of on team don't take a trauma. Um because with this doom, we doom out at the next one, which we may actually there is 3A, so we may still need to do something. And in that case, I think Daryl's taking the trauma, but I think we wait. I think we just try and evade all of these guys and see what happens. So I don't want to die. Okay. We'll have the Harbinger, or we'll have Kamani go first. The Harbinger will evade. We have a 6 evade to its 4. We will disguise. So we are 8 to its 4. Which is a cultist. Reveal another. Tablet. Reveal another. Come on, let's go. Autofail. Excellent. So that kills us? Yeah, that kills us. Okay, so Kamani is dead. And takes a mental trauma. And then I think all these guys engage Daryl, and I assume Daryl dies as well. Shoot. I guess we'll attempt to evade the Harbinger. We'll spend this. So we are testing 4 to 2. Go 5 to 2. Tablet, reveal another. Also, the serpent immediately attacks. Oh, the Harbinger attack Kamani twice. 0. So we actually do evade the Harbinger. I actually don't know if Agent Fletcher engages us. We'll end our turn. We doom out. Let's see what happens. The silver flashes of lightning become more frequent and the sky starts to split open. Thunder rumbles in the distance and you watch the skyline of both circles. The present day city and its ancient predecessor are consumed in a giant stone maw. 6 pillars surround the cavernous opening, each glowing vibrantly. A red hue erupts from the center of the opening and the ground shakes with the force of an earthquake. We've seen enough. We must get out of here while we still can, Ishchaka shouts. For the first time since meeting her, you hear trembling in her voice. Find each location and play with no clues on it. Add those locations to the victory display. For each present day location in play, search the exploration deck for a location with a matching location symbol. Each investigator loses each of his or her clues. Spawn the set aside enemy. Remove the current act from the game. Put the set agenda. Okay. Okay, so um oh wait, this guy kills. Wait. No. So we'll have evaded him. Because I didn't yeah. Thought we had. We'll go 4 to 0, so we're good. Okay. So these come in, but I don't not die here. If she's a defeated advance, if investigators in the temple Plural may spend the requisite number of clues to advance. We got Paula. Okay, we're just gonna say that we took the we died. We have one sanity left, and we're engaged with like 9 things. Okay. No resolution was reached. Each investigator was defeated. When you next open your eyes, you are back in bed of your hotel room. You raise your hand to shield your eyes from the sunlight that pierces through the bedroom's curtains. The glaring light is akin to a vice crushing your temples. Thin wisp of instant smoke fills the air. Rising to your feet requires a colossal effort. A small voice in the back of your mind tells you that it was all a figment of your imagination, a nightmare fueled by weariness. It is the voice of self preservation, warning you to avoid the path of lunacy you have set upon. You ignore it and raise to your feet, your legs trembling with terror and exhaustion. Quietly, you call out for Ishtaka, wondering if she remembers what happened last night or if she was even there to begin with. She is unconscious and unresponsive as her face ashen. After several worrisome minutes of attempting to wake her, you finally succeed. She sputters into consciousness, coughing violently and convulsing as though possessed. The cave, the mall in the sky, bathed in red. Did you see it? Your head pulses with pain, and you attempt to remember the events of last night, and you shake your head. It must be a path to lead to the Nexus, she continues, gripping her head tightly with one hand. You attempt to help her to her feet, but she pushes you away. What was I thinking? The boundary is thinning. Any tension, and I all could have snapped. Her gaze shifts toward you. I should not have involved you in this. Uh, but like it or not, you are involved. It is too late to go back. I know where to find the Nexus, and you must journey with me. If it was Act 2 when the game ended, add each location and play with no clues on it in the victory display. Your campaign log record that X paths are known to you. X is the number of locations, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Harbinger interplay during the scenario. If it is in the victory display, if it's still in play or set aside, it's still alive in your campaign log. We have not done any damage to it. For each vengeance point in the victory display, that's 0. Each investigator earns experience equal to victory X of each value in the victory display. When each additional experience, okay, so we do get 4 experience. We proceed to interlude 3. Let's go ahead and do interlude 3. So we got 4 experience. That's nice. Let's do interlude 3. Once more, you venture south, leaving the safety of civilization behind. There's no time to waste. The path to the Nexus lies on familiar ground, not far from the previous expedition's trail. Using the leather-bound journal as your guide, you retrace your expedition's journey. Soon you are deep within the jungle, surrounded on all sides by hazards, some natural, others bizarre. In order, read the following sections, then proceed to 5A. Check off your supplies. Any investigator must cross off 1 gasoline. Okay, unfortunately, a dozen or so miles north. When drawing opening hands, we cannot take a mulligan. If we have a map, which we do, and that was not a option to take last time, which means that we bring the old stuff, but I did take a map. Your campaign log that the investigators have mapped out the way forward. Let's go ahead and write that down. The investigators of the group must cross off 1 provision per investigator. So we are done with our rations. Each investigator with medicine may cross it off to remove a poison weakness. So we're good. We don't have poison. As you trudge through the lush jungle and past a series of familiar overgrown temple ruins, your keen eye spots a pattern along the wall of the structure. Upon closer examination, you find that the vines have caked dirt and hidden an elaborate carving on the hieroglyphs. Check your supplies. If any one investigator has a canteen... Yeah. Patterns in the stone. You take out your canteen and splash water on the walls. Washing off the dirt and making the stiff vines easier to manipulate. The pattern of glyphs is clearly visible now, and although its meaning is still a mystery, its repetition of 6 glyphs in particular is specific instruction. Everyone has a canteen, gets a clue. Nice. Check the chaos bag in the campaign log. If all of the following are true, the lead investigator reads Faith Restored. There are 2 more tokens. Yes, we forged a bond, and she has confidence in us. She does not have confidence in us. Okay. And we'll be back next week with The Heart of the Elders, Part 1. Excellent. So, 4 experience, 2 trauma, which is a little sad. I mean, we're starting to get really heavy. We have 3 trauma on Daryl. So I think what we'll probably do is either look to spend some of our 4 experience on soaks or ways to heal sanity damage. We have ways to heal physical damage, but I think we need some ways to heal some sanity. Then Kamani's starting with 5, which is the same amount that Daryl is starting with, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Well, ow. Sweet. Okay, well, that's going to be it for today. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to be unboxing Earthborn Rangers. So we're going to be taking a look and first impressions on Earthborn Rangers and all of that good stuff. So if you are interested in seeing that, check it out tomorrow, same time, same place, 10 a.m. Eastern time, right here. So I will see you then. And the next normal scheduled game is going to be on Friday at 10 a.m. for Lord of the Rings, for potentially, or what a lot of people consider the hardest quest in the game. So we'll see how that goes. Awesome. I appreciate y'all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.